But
Oh,
yeah, I thought it was overall really good. I like the first point that he made where he was just talking about how they use like joy and like just kind of like a little bit at a time instead of like a fire hose. Like that was one of the
joy,
one of the opening things he,
using it at a
or
little.
I don't know. Well, yeah, it was. I can't remember what term he used, but basically, he was just talking about how like how they'll use how they'll use like intermittent satisfaction
A little
mixed
bit
with
at
like
a time.
yeah, yeah, to help like control large groups of people. And I was like, that's a fairly true way of looking at it. Like even think about your work life. The most successful people, they go on vacation all the time. They're always doing all these crazy things. The most people, they go on vacation a week and they like pray and like work so hard to get that 1 week. It's like who's really winning here? It's
Yeah. Well, what's
like
what's more important to you? I got a lot of there are a lot of people I know who I might work with or have worked with or just know in general who are workaholics, right? And they love to work, and you're like, oh well, don't you want to enjoy your time? No, no. You know what? I enjoy the craziness of it all. I enjoy the hard work, and I just it's great. And I'll work for this company for so long, and you know what? I'm fine with that. And I guess they can be fine
oh,
with
it's not
that.
like the most depressing thing.
Well, I was
Oh,
gonna get
just
to.
depressing.
I was gonna get to because I mean, unless they have the understanding, unless they've come to the conclusion that there's a lot more to being stuck in that 9 to 5 job, unless they I mean, honestly, that's another thing that this flow stuff is huge for, because when you get to step out of your own ego, you get to step out of yourself and you get that greater perspective, then you're looking at, well, hold on, I've only got so much time to do what I want to do, because our lives are limited. So why am I spending all this time working for this other guy at this company when I should be enjoying myself, and I should be enjoying it with the people that I enjoy? And you know what? Everyone should be having a good time. We really shouldn't be in this rat race, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's definitely just like I mean that's the thing I never got is that whole rat race idea until I got in it and I'm like, people are just fucking stupid. Like just so dumb. Like you just see people make stupid moves all the time. I love cars. Biggest thing cars. I was heard this Dave
It's a
Ramsey
good
quote. Do you
movie.
know who that is? Dave
Owen
Ramsey?
Wilson. Owen Wilson was a good. He was good in that movie.
Dave Ramsey?
No, you said Cars, so I was thinking of the Disney movie.
Oh, I was thought you're talking. I was like,
Meter,
Dave Ramsey has a movie. I
meter,
was like, you know that? Yeah, but you
meter.
no, I did like Cars though. Life is a Highway.
Yeah, great song. Okay, but yeah, David Ramsey. Yeah, don't have any debt. Pay everything with cash.
Yep, that guy.
Don't pay off your credit card. Pay to what is it? Fundraisers and nonprofits instead. Dave Ramsey way.
I I don't know. I mean, I disagree with some of the stuff. I mean, I don't disagree with his ways. I feel like it's not the best way to actually maximize your value, but it's still plenty
We
good
all
points,
got
plenty
our
of
own
great points.
things. What worked for him works for
Yeah.
him. I think it's a very conservative method. It's very
Oh,
conservative.
it's absurdly. It's really good if you're bad with money though, because it's basically like don't
Yeah.
spend any money.
So
It's oh,
that's how
you
you
have that
maybe.
thought of spending money and
Yeah.
loaning out money from someone else. No, you're bad
Yeah.
with money. But there was a quote in it, and it was like, unless you have $1 million net worth, you could not afford a new car. And I was like, that is so true. What rich motherfuckers buy new
Yeah,
cars?
because that's what happens, man. Because you get people who are working, an okay position, maybe a construction worker, or whatnot, and they find they're barely making ends meet, but they get enough spending money. They go out and they buy new Jordans, or they buy new Beats or something like that, and it's like obviously they wear it to show it off, because they want to look rich. But what is it? I don't know if it was Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. I don't know who said it, but something people should definitely think about is that the people who are really successful, really rich, they usually don't wear. flashy clothes. They don't really want people seeing them successful. You look at who's that guy, Facebook. That guy, I think he only wears like one shirt ever, and he's like, "Oh, I do it so I."
No, yeah, he wears the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
he literally that's all he wears. So he doesn't have to think about like what he wears because it's pointless. It wastes his time. Did you the dude from Twitter eats once a day?
Eats once a day.
Yes.
Well, it's like intermittent fasting.
Yeah. So every 24 hours he eats.
Huh. I mean,
Eats
that guy
once.
does a lot of
It's
yoga. I
hilarious
bet
stuff.
that guy. I bet that guy's into this whole flow stuff.
Well, they're all crazy people. Like all these people that have been able to do this, they're just literally insane people. It's crazy. Like
Crazy now.
you don't because you can't do so. You got to think like I think crazy. Crazy is what makes a lot of these people. I mean, or you could look at it as maybe attention to tape. But I've always looked at like being crazy. Think of all those freak athletes. Those are guys that are pushing themselves to a level that does not make sense. Like they have a broken foot. Logical, safe answer. Don't go out there and keep playing. They're a crazy person. So in their mind, I can work through this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they go out and have a great day, and they, all the fame, whatever. And the glory goes to them. But that was crazy. That didn't make sense. That was not the right move from a like logical self-preservation standpoint. And the same thing is true for a lot of these people. It's like it's crazy to work 100 hours, do all this stuff, take all these mass risks. It's crazy. But that's why they're successful, because they're a little crazy. And, they're willing to do what it takes or push those boundaries or do whatever. That's why I thought this was kind of interesting, because now I've understood for a while that I needed to just like learn more stuff. But I liked when it was talking about the developmental stages. I thought that was really, at least for me, more important, because that's kind of
Developmental
how I look at
stages.
stuff. Yeah, when I was talking about that portion, because that's kind of how I look at stuff. It's like, I mean, not to say like school's like the best thing ever, but I think that kind of structure where you're in these individual like like buildings, and it kind of congregates you with a certain group of kids. I feel like to a certain extent that does actually keep developmental stage with developmental stages. And not to say that I'm in like developmental stages now with a group of people, but I'm in like my own. Like
Yeah.
I'm 23, like there's still plenty of learning and life experience I have to do. So if I can, get in states to be able to take in more, so then it impacts me more. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't have to like, make a mistake 10 times and make one once, or see something 3 times I can see it once, or whatever. That'll speed up the process.
Sure.